Good morning, Novi, and welcome to today's edition of the Cat's Eye News. I'm Priya Desai.
And I'm Drake Wang. On some days, senior Ryan Herr can be seen conditioning in the gym for wrestling, and on others, he can be seen tinkering in the incubator space. When he's not doing either of these things, he's probably making music. Griffin Hoover has the story.
Senior Ryan Herr has invested a lot of his life into music. From a young age, he took piano lessons, and throughout school, he's taken up orchestra. His passion of playing music has led him to start doing something else, creating it. Ryan finds his inspiration to make music in many forms.
Really a lot of different things. I've been a musical person my entire life, and I was in orchestra and piano lessons and all that. And I would just start playing things on the piano, like poking around and figuring out little chord progressions, and eventually I realized that I could turn it into something, and so I started plugging it into this thing, and now it's music.
Ryan strives to evoke emotions with his melodies.
Very calming songs. I don't really know how to classify it in terms of genre. A lot of the bass lines, there's this band called Wintergatten, and they have this marble machine, and the bass lines sound a lot like what comes out of that. The melodies are like very airy, orchestra, strings, whatever, just make you feel nice and calm, and just like it's usually something I think of when I'm just taking a walk or something, and I just try to emulate that.
Creating music is a lengthy process, in some cases spanning over many days for him.
It'll start on the piano. I usually play like 10-15 minutes a day, just kind of messing around, just doing whatever. And sometimes I'll come up with something that I like, a chord progression or a melody or a rhythm, because I tap things out on the piano as well, like just on the side. And then I'll record it in memos, and then I'll copy it into here and fill it out a little more, like add some drums, some counter melodies, harmonies, bass line, like the whole 9 yards.
Ryan has a lot of pieces in the works and may even share them someday. This has been the Cat's Eye News. I'm Griffin Theodore James Hoover.
And that's like the only thing I can play solidly.
The biggest award show for the movie industry, the Oscars, was on TV last night. The Academy has faced one crisis after another with the #MeToo movement and disputes over a lack of representation for actors of color. If you would like to talk about the movies recognized at the Oscars, speak for your favorite movie at Media Mania Club tomorrow. You can join the group in Mr. Ziegler's room, room 266.
Student Council's annual charity week starts on the week of March 11th. Thousands of dollars are raised during Wish Week, with all proceeds going towards the Make-A-Wish Michigan. Look forward to your favorite events like Pie Teacher and the staff-student basketball game. In addition to some new activities, stay tuned for those. I hear they're pretty exciting.
Politics Club is taking a spring field trip in a few weeks. They will be discussing this and their remaining activities for the year after school tomorrow in room 258. Also coming up this spring is the Novi Meadows Fun Fest. If you'd like to help run the many carnival-style games with the 5th and 6th graders, see Mrs. Clift at lunch. That's all we have for school news today. Now to Alistair with sports.
Thanks, guys. Over the weekend, the boys swim and dive team came up 5 points short of upsetting Northville for the KLAA Conference Championship. Northville won the meet with 855 points, followed closely by Novi with 850 points. During the course of the meet, Novi swimmers achieved 7 new state qualifying times. The Wildcats will now turn their focus to the state championship in 2 weeks. The Wildcat divers will compete in the regional competition this Thursday at Brighton. Tonight, the boys varsity basketball team plays CC in their regional playoffs at 7 at home. Go support your boys. In college sports, the Michigan State Spartans basketball team beat the Michigan Wolverines 77-70, breaking their 22-game home winning streak. That's all for sports. Now back to the desk.
Thanks, Alistair. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for another edition of the Cat's Eye News. I'm Priya Desai.
And I'm Drake Wang. Have a great day.